Hey guys, it's Nadia. Welcome back to Matchy Flow. Today we have a full body Pilates inspired sculpt. All you will need for this is a mat or some floor space and ankle weights if you have them. I have the 1 pound ballas on. We'll use them around our ankles and we'll use them for our arms later on. If you don't have any bangles, totally fine to do this without. So grab your matcha, your equipment, some water, and I'll see you soon. To begin today, I just want to meet in a seated position at the middle of our mat. Eyes closed down, your palms are facing up towards the ceiling, hands rested on your knees. Just starting to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Finding a sense of grounding, of calmness, of connection with your mind, body, and soul, with the mat or floor below you, with the space that you're choosing to move in. Together, we'll take one breath in, hands sweep overhead. Hands come down, you exhale, right hand over left knee, you twist towards the left. Look over behind your left shoulder. Continue to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, try to slide your spine a little bit deeper. We inhale, hands come overhead. Exhale, you take your right thigh and your left hand behind you, gaze goes with it. You look back, press into your knee. Try to find a twist. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, try to find a little bit more of a twist. Awesome. Bring your hands through center. Left hand down on your mat. Right arm overhead. We'll stretch towards each side. Inhale, come over to the right. Right hand down, left hand overhead. Left and right. We'll take one more each side. Come over to the left. Up and over to the right. Awesome. Let's meet in a tabletop position. Just start to get our hip bones nice and lubricated, our sockets nice and lubricated. We'll take a knee circle, down, up, and around, alternating between each thigh. Just starting to build some heat in the body. Up and around. Let's switch directions. So you kick up, around, and down. Up, around, and down. Kind of like you're marching it out. Try to keep your hips as stable as possible. Press your hands into your mat. Let's take another 4. You have another 3. We take another 2. Really press through your palms. And 1. Both knees down on your mat. You tuck your toes. You pike up to a down dog. Start to pedal it out here. Breathe in, exhale out. Ooh, squeeze through your shoulder blades, bring them down your back. Really try to press through each heel as you pedal it out. Maybe bend both knees at once and extend. See how far down you can push your heels. See how close you can bring them to the mat. We hold here for another 4. Squeeze your legs together, lift your hips up high for 3. You have 2 and 1. Awesome. Come up to stand. If you don't already have your ankle weights on, now is a good time to throw them on. Again, I'm using 1 pound balla ankle weights. Just getting a sip of water. You're gonna come to meet me in the middle of your mat. Legs wider than hip distance, toes pointed out, heels towards each other. We sit down into a sumo squat. Just starting to feel kind of like you're in a goddess squat. Nudge into your hips, nudge into your knees. We hold from here, hands overhead. We stand for 2. Arms lower for 1. We lift for 2, lift for 1. So I'm kind of taking like a breath stroke with my arms. My arms come up as I squat down. As I stand, my arms swing around my body. We come back up. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Squeeze your core. Tuck your tailbone under. Here, we'll take another 4. We take another 3. Take another 2. You have 1 more. Meet me in your lowest position, arms wide. From here, we twist towards our left knee. Right hip rotates. We bend through the right knee. Arms come in front. We twist back to center. You twist towards the left. You twist back to center. If you need to bring your feet in a little more narrow, totally fine. I got a little excited on my sumo squat. Feeling nice and elongated today, I would say. So you just twist and open. Your left arm stays the entire time. You bend your right arm to come across your body. Start to build heat here. We have another 4. We have another 3. You have 2. And 1. We stay rotated towards the left. I'm just gonna tuck my bangle here. From here, we're in a split squat. Woo, so if I don't fall over. Lunge, hands in front of you. We squat down, our arms come up. We stand, our arms come down. So we lower, we lift. Hips are hinged 45 degrees, almost like you are diving over your left thigh. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. You have 8. You have 7. Really press through your left foot. You have 6. You have 5. 4. 3. 2. We hold low, arms above head in 1. From here, pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. Hinge forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold 1. From here, you come down to your right knee. My bangle doesn't fall off. Come down to your right knee. You step through your left foot. You bring knee to chest. You come back down to your right knee. Step through right foot. Right knee comes to chest. If you need to take a pause between the movements, you can stand up. Right toes tap next to your left foot. Lift your knee. Right toes tap down. We step back. The challenge here is to see if you can keep it through one fluid movement. Inhale as you lunge back. Exhale as you drive your knee towards your chest. My bangles are really falling over here. Sorry about that. Continue the movement. Your hands can be on your hips, behind your head, maybe in prayer. Maybe you incorporate them as part of the workout. So here I am in prayer. As I drive my knee up, my arms drive behind me. Power through your fingertips. Don't let them be limp. We have another 4. We have another 3. We have another 2. Last one, right knee comes to chest, arms up. You pulse your knee up, 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 up. You tuck your hips under. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. So come back down to your kneeling position. From here, both hands come to your mat. Left leg kicks behind you. You come down to push up. You push up. Left knee comes in front. You step up. You kneel down. Palms to mat, kick back. You lean low. You push up. Left foot plants in front of you. Drive your right knee to chest. You have another 8 here. Make them super fluid. Again, if you need to take points to stop in between to help you get better into the movement, that is totally okay. We have another 7. Continue to breathe here. My goodness, these bangles. You have another 5. You have 4. Squeeze your core the entire time. Use it to help keep you stable. We have 3. You meet me on the floor in 2. I was forgetting my push-up there. Last one. Come to the floor. You have one last push-up. Awesome. From here, we just do our push-up. So left leg extended behind you. We come down. We push up, kind of like a seesaw. As you lower your elbows, your left leg lifts. As you extend your elbows, your left leg lowers. You have another 10, take it slow. Wrap your left hip down, you have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold low on one, hold. From here, you come down to your elbows, we lower our left leg, we lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For another 10. Inhale down, exhale up. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your left toes high, press into your forearms, come out of your shoulders. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep your leg high in 3, and 2, and 1. From here, you drive left knee to left elbow. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. You extend left leg behind you. So drive left knee to left elbow, extend your leg behind you. We'll take 8 more here, we'll pulse it out. We stand back up in 7. You have 6. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you drive your knee to your elbow. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. And 1, knee to elbow, we pulse, pulse, scoop up through your stomach. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Great job. We come back up to our feet. You know, make sure that your bangles are not falling off here. I'm gonna adjust my mic real quick. All right, so legs nice and wide. We come back down into our squat. This time we are gonna take alternating heel lifts. So right and left, arms above the head, right and left, right and left, right and left. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels high, we squat down, we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, hinge forward, come a little bit lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 inch lower, and 1. Legs come low. This time, we turn over towards our right shoulder. We come back to center. So left arm across your body to reach your right and center. You bend through your right knee. The left knee follows. So we go squat to lunge. Squat to lunge. Low impact cardio here, helping to sculpt through all parts of your body. We'll take another 8. You have 7. You have 6. 5. 3. 2. Last one, hold over to the right. Arms above your head. We have a hinge at our hips. Wrap your left hip forward. You come down for 2, down for 1, stand for 2, stand for 1. Lower and lift. Really press through your right foot here. Your left heel is nice and high. You have most of your weight in your right foot. You have only about 15 to 20% in your left. We have another 8. Can you get a little bit lower for 7? We have 6, 5, 4. We hold low in 3, in 2, and in 1. Hold low, arms overhead. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A little lower for 4, 3, 2. Hold and 1. Awesome. Drop your your left knee. I'm gonna scoot back so I don't run into my table here. Left knee is down, right foot in front. From here, we press through our right foot, we stand. Left knee drives to chest. We squat back down. Left knee lowers behind us. So press through your right foot, try to keep your stability. Left knee to chest. Left leg comes behind you. You're in a low lunge. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you drive your knee to chest. Incorporate your arms here if you want. As you are low, your arms are overhead. As you stand, you press your palms behind you. Squeeze your core here. You have another 8. We have 7. You have another 6. We have 5. You have 4 more, and then you meet me at the top, knee drive pulse. You have 3. You have another 2. And last one, knee to chest, arms overhead. We pulse, pulse, pulse. Tuck your hips. You have one long line from your spine. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Awesome. You come back down to your left knee. This time we add the push-up. So we stand for 2, knee drive for 1. You squat back down for 2, lower your left knee for 1. Right leg kicks behind you. You come down into a push-up. You push up, right leg comes forward. You stand, knee to chest. You lunge back down. Leg kicks behind you, lower down into a push-up. Leg comes in front of you. You stand back up, knee to chest. You come back down to lunge. You come into your push-up, right leg high behind you, lower as you push up, plant your right leg, left knee to chest. We have another 8. Falling over here, try to keep stable. You have another 7, point your toe high behind you, lift your leg as you come down into your push-up. You have another 6. We have 5. Stand strong, you have 4. We have 3 more. 2. Don't forget the push-up, I started to forget it. Last one, drive your knee to chest. Come all the way down, right leg extended behind you, push down. You come up, come down to your elbows. From here, you lower our right leg for 2. Lower for 1, you lift for 2, lift for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. Wrap your right hip down. Squeeze your core here, use your right oblique to help lift you. Make it nice and controlled. Spine is neutral, there's no curve in it. Shoulders directly over elbows, you press through your palms, your forearms. You can press through your palms. Palms can be in prayer or palms towards the ceiling. We take another 8. Really push through your right forearm. You have 7. You have 6. Don't move any faster than my voice. For 5. Squeeze your core. You have 4. You have another 3. You have 2. And 1. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me better. Right leg extended right behind you, nice and high with the toes. You have 10, 9, 8, 7. We pulse for 6, 5, 4. Keep it super tiny for 3, 2, 1. Last thing here. Drive your right knee towards your right elbow. Extend your leg behind you. Drive, so think about crunching up and over, and extend high behind you. You have 7, 6. Really squeeze your oblique here. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Elbow and knee meet. We pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Whew. Set up on your heels. Let's round our shoulders back. Awesome. Grab a sip of water, maybe a sip of matcha. How are you guys feeling? Feeling nice and toasty myself. All right, we are gonna take the weights off of our ankles. You're going to wrap them around and slip your hands through your bangles. So wrap the Velcro around, and you're going to, again, just slide your hands through. I did not do a good job on this side, so let me do that quickly. Once you have that, you can meet me in a kneeling position, facing me or your screen. I'm gonna get my hands in here real quick. Awesome. Also, if you have rings on, sometimes this can be a little tight, so if you need to slip them off, take the time to do so. From here, we extend our arms into a wide V. Think about 10 and 2 here. They're still in your periphery. They're not over to the side. So from here, we take a bicep curl in for 2, in for 1, extend for 2, extend for 1, in for 2, in for 1, extend for 2, and 1. If you're kneeling here, you want almost, hip distance space between your knees. Your toes are touching in the back. It'll just help keep you a little bit more stable. Keep your shoulders low. See if you can keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Drop through these muscles on the side. Think about everything like between your oblique and your armpit. Squeeze your center cord. Hips are tucked under. We take another 4. You have 3. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you extend. You have 2. You have 1. You meet me in 2 90-degree bends. We pulse up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up and down for 10. 9. Don't go faster than my voice for 8. 7. Really squeeze through your triceps on the back of the arm. You have 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your arms back out. We take wide V's. You come back in for 2. Elbows touch your obliques at 1. You exhale as you extend for 2. Extend for 1. Inhale as you drive in. Exhale as you drive out. Lower your shoulders here. So again, you bring your elbows in. You extend towards a 10 and 2. Think about a 45-degree angle here as well. Like you're coming out into a V. As your elbows come down, you kind of look like you're in a W. We'll take another 4. We'll take another 3. You have 2. You have 1. Meet with your elbows halfway bent. We bend in an inch, out an inch, in an inch, out an inch. Super tiny. I don't know if you can tell on the screen how tiny mine is. Palms are towards the ceiling. You have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Leave your hands here in 2, 1. From here, elbows halfway bent. We pulse our hands towards the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 10, 9. Drop your shoulders for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Awesome. Shake it out real quick. Your hands come right in front of you, elbows at a 90-degree bend. We open to a newspaper, so you start to hinge open for 2, open for 1. You close your hands towards each other for 2. Stop when they're about hips distance apart. So you open for 2, open for 1, close for 2, close for 1. So at your open point, think about that being the point where we pulled our V in, and then you come to narrow it out. Keep breathing here. If it helps, you can imagine that you have a resistance band over your wrists or maybe your forearms, and you're thinking about using that to help push out and create resistance here. We have another 4. We have another 3. We open all the way out in our newspaper in 2. And in 1, you hold wide, you press your palms back, 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 back. Think about your shoulder blades if you can see them. Mine are kind of just coming like they're gonna kiss closer and closer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Extend your arms out laterally. Your palms are facing the floor. We pulse, 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 pulse like you're pressing through water. You're pressing a basketball, something with vindication, with power. You pulse, 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 pulse. We have another 15 seconds here. Squeeze your core. Tuck your hips under. Lower your shoulders for 10, 9, 8, 7. You keep your arms long in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. We curl our palms under. We curl our palms back, under and back. Keep it super small here, kind of like you're rocking back and forth. Really feel the weight, work with it. Create tension between the backs of your arms and the floor. We have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palms face back. We pulse up an inch, down an inch, up, down, up, up. pinkies towards the ceiling. We pulse. If you need to hinge forward or maybe come down to your heels, that's totally fine. If you need to stand, that's always an option too. We have 10, 9, 8, 7. You keep your hands here. In 5, drop your shoulders. In 3, 2, hold back. 1. This time you press back, 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 back. We press back, we press back. Ooh, I'm feeling it. You've got it. Squeeze a little bit more into your core. We have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold all the way back, and 1. Whew. We'll take one last thing here. You're going to bring your palms to your side facing the midline. You hinge forward, you draw your elbows back. We have tricep extensions back for 2, back for 1, in for 2, in for 1, back for 2, back for 1, in for 2, in for 1. So keep your elbows narrow here. Don't bring them out. Squeeze your shoulder blades to find a little bit more height. Keep a hinge in your hips. We have another 8. We have 7. Exhale out, 6. We have 5. You have another 4, 3, breathe 2. Hold your arms back. We pulse up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7. Elbows straight here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, and 1. This time, bring your thumbs to touch for 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm gonna turn so you can see me better for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That one is tough. Even if you didn't have any sort of like hand weight or ball to use, I guarantee you would still feel that. Okay, keep the wrists, the weights around your palms. You're gonna lay down on your back, feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna go into a hip bridge, but you wanna press your palms with the weights into the top of your thigh, just to create a little bit more resistance here. So you tuck your hips under, navel to spine, spine to mat. From here, we pike our hips up for 2, up for 1, lower for 2, lower for 1. See if you can keep your hips high enough that you barely touch the mat at your lowest point. And if you come in contact with it, it's like a little peck kiss. You come back up, really squeeze your core here. Nice, slow and fluid. Almost think about this as an active recovery. Really press your palms into the tops of your thighs. Squeeze your core, we have 8. We meet at the top in 6. You have another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your hips nice and high. We pulse up, 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 up. Press as hard as you can into your palms while simultaneously pushing as hard as you can through the back of your glutes to lift your hips. Create resistance, a little bit of fire in your body. Maybe you're starting to shake. I definitely feel my hamstrings. You have another 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your core for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold to the top. Full range back down for 2. Down for 1, lift for 2, lift for 1 at the top. You pulse up, you come back down. Kiss the mat, you come back up. You pulse, pulse. Press into the tops of your thighs the entire time on the way down. And on the way up, we pulse. Down for 2, up for 2. We pulse, pulse. Whew. Our glutes are gonna be nice and peachy after this. I always feel like a hip bridge is, again, another silent killer, because you think that if you're laying on your back, it's gonna be easier. There's so many ways to work it out here. We meet at the top in 8. You have another 6. Continue to pulse at the top. You have another 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold to the top. We lift our heels here. So your heels are nice and high, your hips are as high as you can. You lower your left heel, you lift. Lower your right and lift. Left, lift, right, lift. Keep pressing your weight in your hands into your thighs. We have another 10. You have 9. Really squeeze under the bottom part of your seat for 8. You have 7. Squeeze your core. You have 6. You have 5. We have another 4. We have a hold and 3. You have another 2. And 1 more each side. Hold high. You're off of your heels. Press into your toes, the balls of your feet. We hold here for another 10. 9. Press your palms into your thighs for 7. 6. Squeeze your core for 4. 3, 2, hold, and 1. Lightly come down onto your spine, lower your hips. It's like a full body stretch here. Whew. And we've made it to the last series. We'll close out with some abs. I'm gonna put the ankle weights back around my ankles, just so we can get a little bit more engagement from the lower core. Again, if you don't have bangles or maybe they're just not speaking to you anymore, totally feel free to throw them to the side, and don't worry, I'm trying to make sure you still feel this, regardless of if you have them or not. Perfect. You're going to start in a crunch position, kind of reverse tabletop. You will come down to your forearms, palms press into the mat. You tuck your tailbone under, find a curve through your C-spine. Your legs come up into tabletop. From here, we extend our left leg forward, we come back in. Extend our right leg forward, we come back in. We extend both and come back in. So left, right. You extend both out and in. If you want to just take the legs together, you can do that. If the double is not working for you, you can always just take the singles. Whatever speaks most to you, I'll let it be a dealer's choice here. Squeeze your core, legs glued together on the double. Together we'll take another 4. You have another 3. You have another 2. And 1. Hold high, plant your feet, you press up to your palms. We take tricep dips, lift your hips. We dip down and up, down and up. So bring your hips back a little bit more so that this becomes a bigger exercise through the backs of your arms. Your palms press into the mat, fingertips facing your feet. We'll take another 8. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold as low as you can at 1. We pulse, elbows come back, not wide. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your butt. Come back to your forearms. From here, legs back in tabletop, glued together. This time, it's just the left leg extending and bending. Left leg extends and bends. Tuck your hips under, drop your shoulders down and back. Inhale out, exhale in. If this is hurting your hips, you can take a Pilates V here. My hip bone's starting to crack a little bit, so I can feel it, or not crack, pop. You have 8, 7, 6, 5. You can always bring your right toes down to the mat also if that's not feeling good to keep it up. In 3, you have 2, and 1. From here, you press into your left forearm, right forearm comes over. I'm gonna bring my right toes down here. You reach across your body as your left leg lifts. You bring your right arm back as your left leg lowers. So lift and lower, lift and lower. We have 10, 9, 8, 7. We pulse it out in 6. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, hold. These ankle weights catch up to you. I'm gonna keep my left leg at a 90. We pulse up and across, up and across. So reach the diagonal for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Whew. One more thing, we crunch across our body. So crunch towards your left arm for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and 1. Awesome. Whew, I'm gonna swing my legs around so you can see me a little bit better. Grab a sip of matcha. We take the right leg this time. So down on your forearms, press them and your palms into your mat. Left leg can come up or your left toes can touch your mat. We extend our right leg, we bend, extend and bend. You find a C-spine curve here. Drop your shoulders back. We have 8, 7, we have 6. Maybe you bring your left leg up for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This, I'm gonna keep my left toes down, press into your right arm. You lift your left arm, you reach across your body as your right leg lifts. You extend back. So crunch, extend, crunch, extend. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, sorry. Right leg is nice and high. I have my toes slightly pointed out because my hips are just starting to hurt here. So we reach across to the diagonal for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last thing here. Right leg high, you crunch across to the right side, you come back to neutral for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 1. Awesome, flip over, come onto your elbows. We take alternating knee drives, left and right, left and right, left and right. Keep your hips as stable as possible. Your hands can be in prayer, palms touching the mat or palms towards the ceiling. Don't let them be in a fist for 10, 9, 8, 7. Tuck your hips under, lift your hips another inch for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees extended, you pick up your left leg, drive it towards your left tricep, you step back, right leg, drive your knee towards your tricep and back. You have another 10. We have 9. We have 8. Low impact cardio here to get the heart rate up for this last section. You've been working so hard. We have 4. We have 3. We have 2. And 1. Even amounts, legs extended behind you. We step out with our left, we step in. Step out with our right, we step in. You have 10, 9, 8. Press through your forearms to find space underneath your shoulders. Don't crunch into them. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. You press up to your palms. We hit a pike. We come down to plank. Lift your hips up for 2. We hit a pike or a down dog. You lower your hips, you come forward into a plank. So lift and lower. Think about finding a ripple through the soles of both of your feet as you bring your spine forward and as your hips lift to bring your body back. We have another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time you meet me in a plank, we hold for 15, 14. Shoulders over wrists for 12. Tuck your hips under, find a little bit more height, press into your palms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Press a little bit more for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Whew. Lightly drop your knees to the mat. Open your knees wide, toes together. We reach in front of us, child's pose. I feel like that was a nice, quick, efficient, to the point burner. I'm feeling it. I feel like we just worked through everything. I'm gonna take my ankle weights off as we stretch here. Let's start with a little bit of a straddle. So sit in the center of your mat, open your legs wide. I'm not the most flexible here, so if you can go further than this, I recommend it. So you're going to tuck your butt a little bit more under, arms come over, we reach in front of us. You find the hinge from your hips. I can't reach too far in front of me, so I like to grab my shins, start to bend my elbows a little bit, bring my chest forward to find a little bit more length. Bend your right knee, your foot comes to the inside of your left leg. We're gonna twist our waist and lean down towards our toes. If you can't grab your toes, like I'm just kind of grabbing right above my ankle. If you can grab your toes or go further, that's totally available to you. Come back up, twist towards the center. Your left arm goes long, right arm comes overhead. You try to reach towards your toes. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling or maybe the sky if you're outside. And come back up. You're going to plant your right hand behind you. You twist onto your right knee, lift your left leg, reach your left arm behind you. And then you come back down. Let's switch sides. Extend your right leg beside you, your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. We twist, our arms come up and over. We reach over the right leg. Again, here, you can try to grab for your shin, maybe your foot or the floor, whatever feels best here. With each exhale, see if you can bring yourself a little bit closer. Come back up. Twist towards your center line. Your right arm goes long down your leg. Left arm comes up and over. Reach towards your right toes. Flex your foot here. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Really breathe here. See if you can dig a little bit deeper. Awesome. You come, place your left palm behind your body. You press up through your left thigh. Right arm comes overhead. Stretch out the right side of our body this time. Awesome. Flip onto your stomach. Let's take a cobra. So legs are wide here. You place your palms right under your shoulders or armpits and you press up. Whew. Look up towards the ceiling. Twist towards the left, look back towards your left foot. Come center. Twist to look back towards your right foot. Come center. We'll take a child's pose one more time. Keep your knees wide. Toes together, push back. My goal here is to always light a fire within you on like a magnitude of levels. So I hope that your body's feeling warm, but that you're feeling motivated, inspired, and just like ready to take on your day or whatever you might be going through right now. Whew. Press yourself up. Come down to the middle of your mat. Start to rub your hands against your thighs. Let's get a little bit more heat through our body here. Rub our hands together. Let's build some heat for the soul. With that, our hand come up and around. We inhale, seal it at the top with a clap. Exhale, bring your hands to chest. We bow. Namaste. Whew, great work today, you guys. It's always a pleasure to move with you. Just a reminder to get some water after this, continue to stretch it out, get some protein, spread love around you today, and don't forget to share some gratitude to your body for this movement and all that it does for you. I will see you soon, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye.